There is no better feeling knowing that your diet is actually working. And if you're like me and the other members, you're busy and you want a simple plan to follow. And that's why in this episode, we're going to go through what you do with this. We're going to go through how we speed up your metabolism to get you losing weight faster and easier. Even better, we're going to go through how to happily eat each meal using the metabolic priming phase as your starting meal plan. I'll also pop a link below for you to take the quick My Body quiz. This is the quiz that we've designed to match you with the best meal plan and workout guide for you to get the fastest and easiest results. As this is what Chaz used that got him the results of losing 13 kilos of fat in just 10 weeks time. And also with Michael, this is what he started with that got him to transform his physique. But what I love about Michael's transformation is he was able to do so with a crazy work and travel schedule. As we all know how confusing it can be when you're trying to figure out what to eat, how much to eat, when to eat, how many meals you should be eating, all the 101 questions that can be flooding your head when it comes to you getting into the best shape of your life. And that's why we're going to cover right now, phase 1 being this metabolic priming phase is the best kickstart to reprogramming your body to be able to burn body fat for fuel. This is becoming fat adapted, and when you do so, there'll be no turning back. This metabolic priming phase serves essential to setting up your metabolism for long-term fat loss. But let's be perfectly honest, because you've probably tried all the diets, you've counted your calories, you've cutted your carbs back, you've done the workouts, and if you're not happy with the results that you've gotten so far, you're probably looking for some quick results as well. And that's why you're here with me today. And I'm saying that's perfectly fine, but there's a two-sided coin here that we have to be able to answer. On one side, we want to be able to get fast results, and that's why we use this metabolic priming phase. But two, we don't want to be able to sacrifice long-term results. This is where so many people fall prey to, because the sad statistic is 95% of people fail to lose weight and keep it off. So we want to be able to keep it off, because what's the point of going through the diets and actually doing the work if you're not going to be able to stay in great shape? So let's set you up for long-term success as well. But also there's such an easier and smarter way when it comes to knowing what to eat, what foods to be putting on your plate each and every day, and how you can be enjoying it as well. And it serves perfectly, as Jay Teeter said in his interview, that calories matter, it's just I don't count them.
Yeah, well, you know, they're both very true to some degree. Although I will say this, the insulin dogma is too narrow-minded, and we need to broaden that. So I would say hormones matter, and hormones matter a lot, and calories matter, and calories matter a lot. You know, one of my favorite sayings, I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger said this. He said, "Calories matter. I just don't count them." Right? and what that and what that essentially says to us is that certainly we know. I mean, you know, anyone who says calories don't matter is just never done any work in this field. We know that calories absolutely matter. The amount of energy you put in your body matters.
And that's why in this example meal plan that you'll be able to get full access to just by clicking the link below, that you're not counting calories. We're going to be able to know what foods to eat by having the actual food choices. You're going to know how much to eat because we're going to be using the portion control guide. And then we're also going to be covering when you're going to be eating, so all the confusion can be taken out of this. Now, firstly, this plan is super simple to follow. Most people laugh when they first see this plan because they're expecting some elaborate meal plan with all these numbers and pages, and no, that's not what we want to be doing. And especially, I don't want you to be counting calories. I don't want you to be getting the food scales out. You'll see in the example meal plan below, and when you click the link below to get full access to it, that there is no need to count calories. And one of the reasons this is so powerful to get started is it starts controlling the powerful storage hormone insulin. So this is the main hormone that regulates blood sugar levels and fat storage. Insulin is what promotes lipogenesis, which is fat storage, and inhibits lipolysis, which is the fat burning process. Now, with a lower carb approach, it's been shown to lose from 2 to 3 times more weight compared to the lower traditional low fat diet, and I'll include the links to those studies as well below. Another big benefit is it can be causing weight loss to be coming off from the belly and liver, which can also tap into visceral fat and also helping reduce inflammation and dangerous causes for disease. And in the full article that I'll link to, I'll show you the graph that shows you the study that was done with women comparing a low carb approach to a low fat approach. With the actual low carb approach, they were just told to eat until they were satisfied. And it shows you in the graph how much weight they were able to lose, especially how much more weight they were able to lose compared to the low fat approach, where even in the low fat, they were told that they had to restrict their calories as well. And this is why, by being smarter with your carbohydrate intake, and why we design the metabolic prime phase as it is so it controls your insulin levels. And we do this simply by the right food choices, because by lowering insulin levels and managing these, we're actually helping facilitate the fat burning process. Also, let's be perfectly honest, we're taking away the junk food and processed foods, as it's been shown in science that food variety is going to cause you have a higher calorie intake. Also, with so much of the processed foods, this has a high food reward, which actually changes the brain chemicals in your brain and also hunger hormones, causing you to eat more. Also probably causing you to crave the foods that you're probably trying to reduce or even avoid when wanting to lose weight. On the flip side, the metabolic priming phase is going to have a powerful effect on your appetite. As it's shown with a lower carb intake, it's going to help curb your appetite, automatically having you eat fewer calories. And this could be because of the positive effects that come about with your hunger hormones such as leptin and ghrelin, but also because we're focusing on foods that are going to be helping you stay satisfied, especially with your protein, the fat, and also all the fiber that's going to be coming in the vegetables. So let's cut straight to the chase, because we're going to be taking out wheat, sugar, dairy, and gluten. And where so many diets fail is they're just telling you on not what to have, and you're feeling deprived. Because if I tell you not to think of a pink elephant, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be thinking of an elephant. And even taking the great advice from Dr. David Ludwig, he says our time is much better spent focusing on what we should be eating rather than how much we should be eating. So let's go into the starting 3 simple steps for setting up your metabolic prime phase meal plan. And step number 1 is eating protein at each meal. As protein is shown, it's going to help increase your metabolism, it's going to help you feel satisfied, and it's giving you the raw building blocks to nourish your body. So this can go from including grilled chicken breast to maybe some steak or some whole eggs in a meal thrown in, or you could even throw a couple of scoops of protein powder in a green smoothie. I want you to have variety, but I also want you to easily be able to go through each day. And this is why, by using the easy meal prep guide that I'll link to below for you as well, you're going to be able to do all this without any of the fuss. And then there's step 2, which is eat an abundant amount of the all-you-can-eat carb list. Now, this does sound pretty good, but this is focusing on veg, because the basic concept from so many people really agree on, from nutritionists to diet gurus to everyone in between, is eat more vegetables. And this is where focusing on eating these nutrient-dense veggies is going to have you eating more volume, which is going to keep you feel satisfied, which also the fiber, which is so important for weight loss and for gut health, but also it's giving you the vitamins, nutrients, phytochemicals, and cofactors that you need so your body thrives. And this goes into step number 3, which is eat good quality fats. These are the foods such as avocado, coconut oil, olive oil, nuts and seeds. But importantly, this is making sure that you do include the fats. Where so many people go wrong is they cut their fats back along with their carbohydrates. And this can be causing you to feel flat, lethargic, getting hungry, and can really lead you to having a binge fest that absolutely backfires on all your hard work. And now a really common question is, how many meals should I be eating? And with myself and a lot of the members that I coach, 4 meals a day works really well. But I don't want you to think about you having to eat small meals frequently or having to eat every 2 hours. What I want you to focus on is just eat until you're full. And then if you're hungry, then eat some more, because the ideal is focusing on food choices first. And those food choices having those positive on your hormones and your metabolic process for you to be able to kickstart this process for you being able to burn fat. And so simply going into this example meal plan for the metabolic priming phase, you can see that we've just broken into some really good quality lean meats at every single meal. You can see that meal number 3 is throwing some protein powder in with a green smoothie with some almond butter and celery sticks. So each meal has a good quality protein. There is some great veggies being added along and the good quality fats as well, where the fats are eggs, avocado, almond butter, and even butter along with some good salmon as well. So do you have to follow this exact meal plan that I'm giving you right now? And the answer is no. This is why I give you the different food choices so you can pick and choose and eat the foods that you really love so you enjoy it. And that's why the best next step is for you to take the My Body quiz. This is where you're going to discover how we can match you with the best meal plan, training workouts, and also coaching episodes to take out all the confusion, but really giving you the step-by-step coaching that's at your fingertips. And from seeing all the great results from everyone that's followed this before, I want you to be able to fast track you getting into the shape that you want. And to be perfectly honest, it is so much easier than so many people make it out to be. So that's why I want you to follow the easy steps for you to find the way that really works for you. So get access by clicking the link below. I'll see you on the inside. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Now it's time for you to get the most out of this and comment below. This is where I will personally come in and give you the answers that you need. And as always, the best discussions happen over at mybodyblend.com. This is where I can give you all the guides, programs, and insights that I can't fit in these episodes. Plus the free diets and workouts are there waiting for you now. And if you did like this episode, then be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode and I can send them straight to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon here and in the My Body Blends only community.